Hello! Today I'm going to read Lesson 1, Lies, Damned Lies, and Statistics. It was once said that there are 3 kinds of lies: lies, damned lies, and statistics. Averages, relationships, trends, and graphs are not always what they seem. There may be more to them than meets the eye, and there may be a lot less. When you read a report by a company executive that the average pay of the people who work in the company is so much, the figure may mean something, and it may mean not. Let's take a look at this picture. This shows how many people get how much. The boss might like to express the situation as an average pay of $5,700, using the mean or the average. Usually, however, the median or the middle value in the list tells more about the situation. Half of the people get more than 3,000 and half get less. In fact, the mode, the value that occurs the most often, tells us more about the situation. The most common amount of pay in this business is $2,000 a year. A line graph is the simplest kind of statistical graph. It is very useful for showing trends, something many people are actually interested in showing, knowing about, spotting, regretting, or predicting. We'll let our graph show how national income increased 10% in a year. Begin with a piece of paper ruled into squares. List the months along the bottom. Let one scale show billions of dollars up the side. Draw your points in line, and your graph will look like this. This graph is good if all you want to do is convey information. But what if you wish to win an argument, shock a reader, move him into action, or sell him something? For that, this chart is not enough. Let's cut off the bottom. Now that's more like it. The figures are the same, and so is the line. It is the same graph, nothing has changed apart from the image that it gives. But what the hasty reader sees now is a national income line that has climbed halfway up the paper in 12 months, all because most of the chart isn't there anymore. Now that you have practiced fooling people, why stop there? You have yet another technique that is far more effective. It will make up your gentle rise of 10% look livelier than 100% is supposed to look. Simply change the proportion between the vertical and horizontal axes. All you have to do is make each mark up the side stand for only 1/10 as many dollars as before. That is impressive, isn't it? Anyone looking at it can feel the bright future of the country. It is a subtler equivalent of editing national income rose 10% to read, climbed a great big 10%. It is much more effective, however, because it has no words to damage the illusion of objectivity. No one will even notice what you have done. Statistical models and statistical trends are necessary in reporting the mass data of social and economic trends, business conditions, opinion polls, and the census. However, writers should use them honestly, and readers should be able to read them correctly and understand what they actually mean. Now, I'll ask the comprehension questions from the next page. Act 1, reading for main ideas. Choose the best answer. Number 1, what is the main idea of the passage? A, we should look at the mode when we talk about the wages of workers. B, statistics are used to report social and economic trends. C, statistics can sometimes be misleading. Number 2, in order to use statistics reasonably, A, writers must be honest and readers must be smart. B, we need to use paper ruled into squares. C, writers should always make their graphs look impressive. Act 3, comprehension. Choose the best answer. Number 1, we can tell what the most common rate of pay in business is by A, taking the average, B, looking at the median, C, looking at the mode. Number 2, the easy way to make a line graph look impressive is simply to A, cut off the bottom part, B, you use special paper ruled into squares, C, draw pictures on your graph. Number 3, if you want to make a modest rise in the line in your graph look livelier, A, people may begin to call you a liar. B, all you have to do is change the original data. C, you can do so by letting each mark slide up the side for smaller numbers. This concludes the listening comprehension. The answers to the comprehension questions will be put at the end of the video. Now, before we end, I just want to say how important it is to think about statistics, data, and the way they're shown. In our modern age, one of the greatest sources of chaos in the world is misinformation. And one of the greatest tools of misinformation is manipulating data using methods like we talked about today. It has been a huge problem all across the world, and we need the next generation to be able to look at graphs and read them clearly and smartly. Thank you.